When a nation stops standing for justice, it no longer matters who you are. The same injustice you tolerate will eventually visit you someday. Today, lawmakers are testing what ordinary citizens have endured for years. It's no longer news that the president has ordered the withdrawal of police escorts from dignitaries, including senators. But let's be clear. In a constitutional democracy, the security of lawmakers is not a luxury. It is not a favor. It is an institutional safeguard. But before you rush to argue that the president is acting within the law, I'll tell you technically yes, but substantively no. Because legality is not the same as legitimacy. And a power used in a way that undermines institutions may be lawful on paper but harmful in practice. Regardless, the 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Section 215, subsection 3, places the use of the Nigeria Police Force under the authority of the President for the maintenance of public safety and order. And more so, elected federal lawmakers fall under strategic public office holders, meaning the state has a constitutional obligation to protect them in the discharge of their duties. So this is not luxury. It's about state stability and continuity of government. So under the same constitution, the Nigeria Police Force is mandated to ensure public safety and protection of strategic state actors. Under the Nigeria Police Act 220, the police must provide protective security for public office holders whose roles expose them to threats. And by long-standing National Assembly protocol, senators are classified as Category A public officials entitled to police protection to perform their legislative duties without intimidation. So these provisions exist because a lawmaker without security is a lawmaker without independence. Yet, before their own very eyes, their rights were withdrawn, and nobody dares question because everybody is standing on the same mandate, but rather choose to speak in
I cannot
parables.
ever imagine that a senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, who has been here for a very long time, only one orderly, and he is withdrawn. I saw two convoys of ministers, and they were carrying lots of security personnel. I have also seen business concern, Chinese and other business concern. Yesterday, with the compliments of orderlies. Mr. President, I have also seen daughters and sons of political office holders having orderlies and having security covers. Mr. President, I have seen singers having orderlies and complementary of protection. Let me not see governors, ministers, and business concerns being covered by security establishment. But
How do you
complementary of
explain
security,
that senators are
this
being
is
publicly
unheard of
disarmed,
in any democracy.
yet the president's son, a private citizen with no elected mandate and no constitutional office, moves with a convoy heavier than some of the state governors? Molosho Yinka did mention it. The whole
Mr.
country
President,
sees it. The hypocrisy is glaring, but the silence of those who should speak is even louder. This is what happens when institutions go quiet. This is what happens when lawmakers fear the executive more than they fear failing the people. If you don't stand for justice, you eventually become a part of injustice, not by decision, but by consequences. Today, the system humiliates senators, some senators. Tomorrow, it might silence them. And next tomorrow, it will render them irrelevant. Democracy doesn't collapse with one single decree. It collapses with the silence of those elected to defend it. At this point, the withdrawal of police from senators stops being policy. It becomes a warning shot fired at the heart of the legislature. It's the truth at a time. Take care and have a nice day.